Remoulding your life. Today's subject is a very important one. Everything you hear this morning you should strive to remember and put into practice. It is so easy to be inspired momentarily and then forget much of what you heard. That is why I often employ repetition, for to penetrate the hard core of human consciousness, a truth must be repeated again and again. By such review, it gradually becomes a habitual part of one's thoughts. There is a vast difference between just listening to a lecture and applying the truths it contains. Everything my guru, Swami Sri Yukswar, told me I put into practice. As a result of his training, I have always kept my spiritual priorities straight. I never miss three things: my meditations, morning and night, my exercises, and service to others. These I religiously perform, all else of less importance I somehow manage. Living in the consciousness of God, I find many things that once seemed necessary have become unnecessary. Last night, I felt no need for sleep because my awareness of God was so strong. Once in a while, I would see my body asleep, but that subconscious sleep samadhi soon slipped away, and my mind and body were filled solely with the consciousness of God. These things that I tell you come from my own direct experience, and one day they will be a part of your realization. Through him whom I perceive within, it is possible to transmit to those who are in tune the light of God that is in me. It is not I, but he who is in me whom I extol. Just as the wealthy man can bestow his fortune on his worthy children, so it is possible for the man of spiritual wealth to bequeath his divine riches to those disciples who follow his example. This is true of all great masters. There are many instances of this transmission of spiritual consciousness, such as the mantle of Elijah that fell on Elisha, and the Holy Ghost imparted by Christ to the faithful 11 of his 12 close disciples. Many come to the spiritual path, but it is those who remain steadfast to the end who will enter the kingdom of heaven. True devotees, those who see that the murky paths of this world all lead to disillusionment, steadily pursue God, never doubting him. It doesn't matter whether he answers or not. The devotee inwardly prays, "Lord, thou knowest I am coming, so I care not when thou wilt reply to me. Though I am undeserving of thy response, yet thou canst not refuse me when the time is right." As soon as God is convinced that you are in earnest and nothing can turn you away from him, then through the Guru he gives you the final realization. The Guru transmits to you the light of God that flows through him. Perhaps you thought you would never know such a blessing. That supreme experience I received from my Guru. He gave me by his touch what I could not attain by the power and effort of my meditations alone. Beginning with this new year, make firm spiritual resolutions. I have made a few myself, and pray with all my heart that with the blessing of the Father and Giradeva I will carry these through. Life is a matrix of consciousness. We are made of the matrix of consciousness. All life was spumed out of the one source of the river of consciousness. Your individualized consciousness is thus the very foundation of your existence. All of your thoughts and actions are bubbles and droplets of the river of consciousness. The seemingly solid body is actually a mass of electromagnetic currents. Its electrons and protons are condensations of the relative positive and negative creative thoughts projected by God, which I call thoughtrons. All creation derives from these thoughtrons, the consciousness of God. What is the difference between black and white? They are two contrasting thoughts, each frozen into its particular concept, that is all. For example, black horses and white horses in a dream are nothing but different crystallizations, relativities of the dreamer's one stream of thought. In the ultimate sense, then, all things are made of pure consciousness. Their finite appearance is the result of the relativity of consciousness. Therefore, if you want to change anything in yourself, you must change the process of thought that occasions the materialization of consciousness into different forms of matter and action. That is the way, the only way, to remold your life.